student, today we will do test of hypothesis, small sample test and t-test. Today we will do the t-test. T-test is a small sample test and is given by William Gosset in 1908. So, let us do what is the uses of t-test. First, about the population means one sample test. It is one sample test. And why there is a need of these type of test? Because student have to do research, and for their research they usually use sample, and for sampling to test whether you should reject or accept any hypothesis, you need to check with the help of these tests. So, this is your t-test, and in this t-test we will do first about the population. Test of hypothesis about the population means you can say it one sample test also. And there is another, that is difference, test of hypothesis about difference between the means of, mean means x bar, means of two independent sample. And third test, test of hypothesis about the difference of mean of two dependent sample. There is difference between second and third. In third, difference between the means of two dependent sample. Remember, there is difference. This is, the third one is for two dependent sample, whereas second one is for independent sample. So, you need to check what type of test you are going to use. Now, fourth application, or you may say the uses of test, hypothesis test means t-test. Fourth one is test of hypothesis, and observed about an observed coefficient of correlation. What is correlation? Correlation is denoted by R, and what is correlation? Correlation is the relationship between any two variable, that is known as correlation. Suppose there is positive relation between demand and price, demand, supply and price of what is correlation? Correlation is denoted by R, and what is correlation? Suppose there is positive correlation, for example, positive correlation is denoted by R between supply and price of a commodity, This is only a just little concept. Okay. Now, we will start our t-test by first formula, that is test of hypothesis about hypothesis about the population, and you can say one sample test. And there is a problem that student may ask, how we can recognize that is one sample, two independent sample and two dependent sample. All question will be clear with the help of example. You have to read the statement of question first, then you can easily find out what is the meaning of this test. And one more thing, you can apply t-test 30 or less than 30 sample. Sample size should be 30 or less than 30, and for this test of hypothesis about population mean, the formula of T is equal to x bar minus mu divided by S into under root n. Now, what is x bar? X bar means sample mean. I hope you know what is the sample and what is population. Here sample means the part of population, and what is population? Population means not the population of any country, but population means the subject or the item under the study which you want to study. Suppose we want to conduct study on the student of MMU of particular class, and the number of that particular class, number of student of that particular class is population. Suppose I am going to do a research on BBA 4th semester, and suppose there are BBA 4th semester and the number of student is suppose 100. Number of student is 100. Now, this 100 is population and we are going to study 20 student. This is sample and this total number of student in BBA 4th 100 is population. Right? And when we are talking about mu, this is our population parameter, and when we are talking about sample mean this is our x bar, which is also known as statistics. Now, what is mu? Mu is population mean. And now, n, you all know what is n? N, sample size. And what is S? S is really very important and you have to calculate S. S is modified standard deviation. S is modified standard deviation, right? So, in this question you have to see that you have given x bar, mu, standard deviation, not only standard deviation, means modified standard deviation. Now, there are some formula to calculate modified standard deviation. So, what are the formula? See, so first of all, how you can derive the modified as, means modified standard deviation. The first formula is sigma x minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1. N minus 1 under root, right. So, when we use this formula is used when deviations are taken from actual mean. Student, you need to know that you have to read all three formula of calculating modified standard deviation, because in this question only this formula is very important, because you have given with x bar, and x bar mean is very easy to calculate, you can calculate very easily, and mu will be given to you and n is also given to you. So, the main calculation of in one sample test, in one sample t test is of modified standard deviation. Suppose your actual mean is in fraction, then what to do? Then you can use this second formula. See what is the second formula? Square root of sigma d square minus mean of difference or mean of deviation whole square into n divided by n minus 1. Divided by n minus 1. This is the formula, second formula, and when we use this formula, when our actual mean is in fraction, we have to use this formula. So, this formula is where deviation are taken from assumed mean. When mean is in fraction, when mean is in fraction, we will use second formula to calculate modified standard deviation. Now, third formula, when we have given with standard deviation, sample standard deviation. So, standard deviation is given, then very easy, formula is very easy, n divided by n minus 1 into s square. When sample standard deviation is given in the question, then you will use this formula, right. So, this is the first formula, and for first formula we have all the values. Now, we will do one example so that the concept can be clear in your mind. Okay. So, and there is one more thing, degree of freedom. So, let us do that. Degree of freedom. In t-test, there is a one concept, degree of freedom. How do you calculate, and what symbol you are going to use? That is nu, like V, like alphabet V, nu. And how do you calculate? N minus 1. N minus 1. This is your degree of freedom, and in this type of question, in t-test, you have to use degree of freedom. Let us do one example so that the concept will be clear in your mind. So, let us do first example. A group of 5 patients is given a medicine. Okay. The example is a group of 5 patients treated with medicine A. And their height is given, their weights are given, weights are given of 5 person, 42 kg, 39, 48, 60 kg, 60 and 41. And 41. Okay. Now, in the light of this data, given data, discuss the suggestion that mean weight of population is 48 kg. In very simple language, we have to check that this is our mu, because this is population mean. So, we have to check that this particular value of mu is equal to our sample mean or not. Means we can say that the particular sample which is drawn from a particular population, there is no difference between the mean of sample and mean of population, and we can interpret about the population, we can inference about the population on the basis of sample. Very simple example, why we use t-test, z-test, ANOVA, etc. In very simple example, like in home when we are preparing tea, a cup of tea, and we want to check sugar in it, we use only a spoon of tea to check the sugar. So, like this in research area, we can't go for census study in all area, we have to depend on sample, because there are many constraints to researcher, like lack of time, lack of labor, lack of money. So, they have to depend on sample, and on the basis of sample we are going to check whether that particular sample is belong to from a particular population, and the statistics are near the population parameter. Statistics is related to our sample and population parameter are related to population. Okay. So, we want to check this, right. So, and the value is given and level of significance is given. This is our level of significance is 5% and the value is given. Suppose we have n is equal to 5, in our question you can see number of patients are 5, but in case of t-test degree of freedom will be 4. 4 means n minus 1, right, and we have given the t value on the degree of freedom 4 at level of 5%, the value of t, the table value of t is 2.776. Okay. This is our example, and now see the calculation. How do we calculate the our t-test? First of all, you have to write null hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis means a statement that to be proved with the help of calculation. So, let us take the null hypothesis that mean weight in the population is 48. Suppose here this is your null hypothesis, right. Null hypothesis like mu is equal to 48. This is our null hypothesis, and now alternative hypothesis is mu is not equal to 40 kg. Means in null hypothesis we suppose that yes, the weight of 5 patient is 48 kg, and in alternative hypothesis that is reverse, and when we use this kind of hypothesis, in null hypothesis mu is equal to 48 and in alternative hypothesis mu is not equal to 48, that is our two-tailed test. Two-tailed t-test, right. Okay. Now try to remember the example what we have already given. See, we have given mu 48 kg and we have to calculate x bar on the basis of these 5 items, right, and we have to calculate our S also for our formula. So, let us do. So, first of all we need to calculate mean. How do we calculate mean? Suppose weight is our x, WEI weight, this is a x, right, 42 kg, then 39, then 48, 60 and 41. What is the formula of x bar? Very simple. In individual series, this is individual series. In individual series, we calculate x bar sigma x divided by n, right. So, what is the sigma x? We have to sum up all these 5 items, and what is the total of these? This is 230 and this is our sigma x, right. So, what is the value of x bar? 230, and you know n is 5. Okay. So, the value of x bar is 46, and now we need s, and for s we have to calculate deviation from actual mean, because our mean is a whole number, that is 46. So, go for next step, that is x minus x bar, deviation from actual mean. So, 42 minus 46, the value is minus 4, right. 39 minus 46, the value is minus 7. 42 minus 46, 2. 60 minus 46, that is 14, and minus 46, right, that is our 41, sorry. (41 minus 46), 5, minus 5, and the sum of deviation from actual mean is always 0. Now, we need another x minus x bar whole square. So, see 16, 7 7s are 49, 4 and 14 14s are 196, and this is 25, right. So, now what is the formula for t test for one sample? See, we have the formula is, and first of all we do the calculation, the first, the sum of these, the total is 290, right, and formula of t is equal to x bar minus mu divided by s into under root n. Now, we have x bar, that is 46, we have given mu, that is 48. Now, we need to calculate only the value of s. So, on next slide we will do that. Okay. So, because our mean is on in whole number, we apply first formula to calculate our modified standard deviation, that is sigma x minus x bar square divided by n minus 1. And what was the value of x minus x bar square? See, that is 290. 290 divided by n 5 minus 1, right. So, this is 290 divided by 4, and what next? This is, the value will be, how do you calculate this? So, 290 divided by 4, 4 7 ja 28 and 4 2 ja 8. So we need to calculate. I hope you know the procedure to calculate square root, but still I am going to teach you. So what you have to do? 72, you have to put 0 to make pair. So see on which number it can cut, and it can go 64, 5 0, 8 2 ja 60. Most probably it will go on 5. So 5 5 ja 25, 5 6 ja 30, 32, 5. So like this you have to calculate your question, maybe more. So approximately value will be the 8.51, right? 514. This is the value of our S. Now we will put all the value in formula. So now x bar is 46, mu is 48, and the value of S was, value of S is 5148 point into under root n. Now and we have to ignore the sign of minus and plus, and you can put mode here. So this is the value of 8.51 into 2.236. So the value of T is 0.525, and this is calculated value. This is calculated value. And what is the table value? Table value at 5% level of significance is given as, and degree of freedom is 4, 2.776. Now you have to take decision whether to accept hypothesis, null hypothesis, or whether to accept, and the criteria to accept or reject is that your table value, TV means table value, should be greater than calculated value, or you can say reverse, calculated value should be always less than table value. And in this question you can see table value is more, right, and calculated value is less. So we will accept the null hypothesis and conclude that since the calculated value of T is less than the table value, we accept the null hypothesis that, and conclude that mean weight of population is 48 kg. So null hypothesis accepted in this case. Okay. Now, this is about your one sample test, and you can do another example also. So, there is another example. A random sample of 9 boys' height is given in question, and you have to check whether the population mean is 47 or not, 47.5. So, we have given the height. Now, example 2. Do it yourself. I am giving this example. A random sample of 9 boys. A random sample of 9 boys had heights. Height is given in inches. That is 45 inch, 47 inch, 50 inch, 52 inch, 48, 47, 50, 52, 48, 47, 49, 53 and 51. And in the light of this data, discuss the suggestion. In the light of this data, discuss the suggestion that the mean height of the population is 47.5 inch, and level of significance is given. Value of t, table value of t is given at 5%. Level of significance is, value is 2.306. Okay, this is the question, right? And in this question you are given, what you are given? You are given n, that is 9. First of all, after seeing the example, you have to see what you have given and what you have to calculate. So, you have given n, that is 9, you have given mu, means population parameter, and this is data related to sample. And what you have to do in this question, first you need to calculate mean. You need to calculate mean x bar, and after calculating mean you have to check whether it is in whole number or in fraction. If it is in fraction, you have to calculate second formula, and if it is in whole number, you can use first formula as as in example first. So, this is how you can calculate t-test for one sample. So, it is all about one sample. See, you can check it and you can do this. Thank you.